This is World English 3, Unit 1, Part A. So I'm going to go through Unit 1, Part A on my iPad here. I'm going to be using the Drawboard app. I really recommend you get it. It's amazing to do work on. If you get it and you do your work, you can also send it to me if you want me to make any corrections. So I'm going to go through here and do Part A. Okay, here we go. Part A, Unit 1, Where We Live. We have a caption here. Houses covered in snow in Freudenberg, Germany. Look at the photo and answer the questions. Number 1, what do you see in the photo? Well, I see many houses, and yes, they are covered in snow, and they are very similar. They all look very similar. Number 2, why do you think people want to live here? Well, it looks very nice. It looks beautiful. It looks very cozy. That's why I think people want to live there. And we are going to talk about reasons why people want to live certain places. So let's look at part A, talk about how long or how often. We have these emails between Emily and Pablo, and we have some vocabulary words as well. The words are factors, quality of life, residence, communities, population, cultures, neighborhoods, trash, society, and migration. And in Drawboard, you can go and highlight things, which is very useful. So I'm going to highlight all of these words, and we are going to use these words in the upcoming exercise. But first, I'm going to read through these emails. So here we go. Hi, Emily. How are you? I hope you and your family are well. My wife and I have been talking about moving to your city. There are several factors, but the main reason is that we want a better quality of life. You've lived there for many years. Do you think it's a good place to live? Pablo. Hi, Pablo. Lovely to hear from you, Pablo. I'm excited that you've been thinking of moving here. Like many residents, I think there are many great communities in the city. About half of the population comes from different cultures from around the world. So it's an exciting multicultural place. It's not perfect, though. Most neighborhoods are nice, but some are dirty with a lot of trash on the streets. And these days, people are less friendly and don't try to help each other. I guess society has changed a lot since we were kids. Anyway, before you make a decision, read books on migration problems. I've read several, and they have some good advice. Emily. Okay, Emily suggests Pablo read books on migration problems. That's very interesting. So let's see what these vocabulary words mean. The first one is done for you. We're going to put in the words in the blanks with the definition. The first one is a community is a group of people who live in one part of a city or a country. Let's look at number 2. And I'm going to draw a line from each word to each line because I don't want to take the time to put in the text. You can do that in Drawboard, though. So, number 2, blank is when many people move from one place to another. We are talking about, and you can pause the video if you want to put in your answer, we are talking about migration. That is when people move from one place to another. Number 3 means all of the people who live in one area, city, or country. That's population. That's all the people in some area. Number 4, blank means how good or bad life is in one place or for one person. This is a great phrase. It is, you can put in your answer, quality of life. Hopefully you got that. That's a really useful phrase. I think a lot of people, when they're moving somewhere, they use this phrase a lot. How is the quality of life in the city where you live? Number 5, blank is what people throw away. That should be understandable. It is trash. We throw away trash or garbage. Number 6, blank is a general way to refer to people in a country or in the world. Okay, well, that's a general way to describe people in a country or in the world. The word for that is society. So you can say society has changed a lot. And you basically mean people in the world, but more specifically, you mean people kind of in your culture, in your area. Oh, society here in North America has changed a lot. Number 7, blank. A blank is a group of people who think and act in similar ways. This one's a bit tough. A culture is a group of people. So I just want to remind you for this exercise, you do need to put the singular form of these words. So culture, uh, another singular form would be resident. We will see where that comes in. Community is already in singular form. So singular form here. Number 8, a blank is a reason for something or a cause of something. Factor. Sorry, I didn't give you time to put in your answer, but factor. A factor is a reason or a cause for something. So, what are the factors? There are several factors. That's what he says. But the main reason is that we want a better quality of life. Okay, number 9. A blank is one area within a city. The answer is neighborhood. That should be in singular form. And 10. A blank is somebody who lives in a place such as a city or country. That is a resident. Okay, there you go. Resident is the last one. All right. Question C here. In his message, Pablo says he might move to find a better quality of life. In small groups, discuss what things can lead to a good quality of life. So usually with my students, we discuss a bit. Most people say somewhere that's clean, not a lot of trash, somewhere that has good schools and good parks nearby, and somewhere that has good restaurants, lots of diversity, and also maybe nice neighbors. Okay, we're going to look at the grammar here. Very, very important. Now, you may be familiar with present perfect and present perfect continuous. So here's just a little refresher. The present perfect has or have plus past participle. We call that have PP. And the present perfect continuous has or have plus been plus present participle. Both refer to past situations connected to the present. Okay, here's some examples. I have lived here for a long time. I've been living here for a long time. First one is have PP. The second one is past is present perfect continuous. Okay. In most cases, use the present perfect rather than the present perfect continuous. Number 1, to emphasize that an event is finished or to describe things that happened at an unspecified time in the past. Yes. So when you're talking about something that's already finished, he has told us already. You're not saying when it happened, it's just in the past at some time and it already happened. And the next one, you describe something that happened at an unspecified time in the past. So she's just started a new job. So you don't know when, it's in the past, you don't know when, but she's just started a new job. And usually, if you see the word just, that can be a good clue that you're using have PP. In most cases, use the present perfect continuous rather than the present perfect. Number 1, to emphasize how long something continued, to describe past actions that are still continuing. I use the number 2 one a lot, describing past actions that are still continuing, still happening. So let's look at this. Number 1, they've been waiting for hours. We are emphasizing how long something continued. They've been waiting in line for hours. Number 2, it has been raining since yesterday. This one, something is happening. It's still happening. It's still continuing. I would say it's been raining since yesterday. Yeah, it's been raining since yesterday. It's been raining all week. Oh, it's just something that's continuing. It started in the past and it's still continuing. And usually, if you see since, that is a good clue. Since for present perfect continuous, and just for present perfect, usually. Some time expressions are common with both forms. Number one, use for to say how long something has continued. We've worked together for years. We've worked together for 10 years. We've worked together forever. Number two, use since to indicate when something started. And a lot of people mix this up, so be careful. Since is when something started. We've been working together since 2015, or I've been learning this language since 2015. So that's something that you started in the past and you're still doing it. I notice some people have trouble with this. You can say I've been here since 2020 or something. I've been working here since 2020. There we go. Okay, let's move on. We are just going to go to E here. And I guess I will just try to write this in with my finger on the iPad and try to be quick here. So, number one, Emily blank in the same city since 2015. Your clue is since. So this is how I would say it. Emily has been living. That's what I would do. Emily has been living in the same city since 2015. Perfect. Number two, Mark blank reading the book already. Okay, and we have the clue here already. Let's see, what did they tell us about already? Oh, we usually use present perfect when we are talking about an event that has finished. And using already, you're saying that something has already happened, already finished. Mark has finished reading the book already. And remember, we have to use has here, not have. Careful of the conjugation there. It's has finished. And as a native English speaker, I do not think about this at all when I am speaking English. I just, it's intrinsic. Mark has finished reading the book already. Okay. Tiago, number three, blank using social media so much. Good for Tiago. Now, you could kind of try with different options and see what you think sounds good. Tiago has stopped using social media so much, or Tiago has been stopping using social media so much. We've only got two options. We've got present perfect or present perfect continuous. So do you want to do something with the past participle, the have pp, or do you want to do something with the ing form? Tiago has stopped using social media so much. I think that sounds more natural. Tiago has stopped using social media. Has stopped using social media so much. Okay. Number four, it blank nonstop for the last 7 hours. Something started in the past and it's still continuing because we have nonstop. And we have some time here, the last 7 hours. These are good clues. It's been snowing. It's been. Or it has been. But I'm going to do this here. It's been snowing. There we go. I love Drawboard. It's fantastic. It's been snowing nonstop for the last 7 hours. 5. Jinhua and Herim blank friends for years. Nice phrase. We're using the be verb here. Are they have been being friends or have been friends? It's have been. And again, we have a clue. This should become natural, but you do have a clue if you're doing a test or something. have been friends for years. So what did they say? They said if you're doing a sentence, you can use and you see for a long time, 4 years, forever, for a few months, you can use have pp. Okay, I think that's it. Um, we will just do the goal check here. I'll just speak this out, and then that will be the end of part A for Unit 1. In small groups, take turns asking and answering these questions, then vote on the most interesting answer to each question and share them with the class. I will just give an answer for each, so you can have a sample answer from a native speaker, and you can make your own, and you can write it in, and please, please, please send it to me so I can see it. Number 1, what is one thing you've been doing for many years but dislike? Why do you keep doing it? Well, I've been drinking too much coffee for many years. I do like it. I like coffee, but I dislike the habit because it makes me too anxious sometimes and unable to sleep well. Why do you keep doing it? Because I'm addicted to good coffee. Number 2, what is one thing you've already done several times today? Why have you done it so often? I could use coffee again here, but I'll do something different. Oh, I've already walked the dogs several times today. Why? Because it's a beautiful day and it's Sunday, so I had free time. Number 3, what is one thing you've recently finished? How long did it take you? How do you feel now? I recently finished some exercises in a coding course, and it took not too much time. It took a few minutes. And how do you feel now? I feel great. Number 4, who is one person you've known for less than a year? How often have you seen this person? One person I've known for less than a year would be someone I met when I was traveling. How often do you see this person? Not very much, because they were traveling and they went to another place. Thanks for watching that video. I just wanted to let you know about the audio call program. If you are someone who is always busy, always on the go, but still wants to practice English, you can sign up for the audio call program where I call you when I know you have some free time and we practice English together. All you have to do is send me the times of when you are free and how many minutes you would like to purchase, and I will call you during the most convenient times. So if you want to sign up for the program, send an email to me and let's get it started.